Oni Sensei, how are you?
Feeling like I got some shit to talk about again. Bittersweet because you know just how my timing is. I seem to write out everything before the plot begins to thicken. Not a prophet, I'm just overly intuitive. It's a curse in my opinion, but to you a gift. If you only knew the things I knew about it, you would dip. If you only knew the things I do about it, you would quit assuming I'd be coming out of pocket over stupid shit. Long little dream, I'm gonna make them see it, turn them to believe it's best to be.
For the liquor company?
For liquor, yes, it's called Grizzly.
Is this
Shout
only
out.
New York?
I don't know if it's only for New York, but you should try it. It probably works everywhere else.
What kind of liquor you like?
I'm a Bacardi girl. Like, at heart, that's like the first liquor I really liked. And I'm lying. The first liquor I had was Moscato, and that's like a wine. So, Moscato and then Bacardi. And now recently, I started getting into dark liquor like Hennessy and fucking, what's this one called? Patu. My dude now, he really loves this shit called Patu.
Okay, so you fuck with the dark only, no white?
I mean, Bacardi was white, right? Bacardi's white liquor. White really for right now. I'm not really a drinker. Like, if there's liquor there, I'll drink it, but I'm not gonna go out my way to get it unless I don't have any weed. Like, weed is really my drug of choice. If I don't have weed, fuck life, fuck everything.
You roll up every day?
Every fucking day. Right now, I can't do that because my dude went out to get some butt. So, there's nothing to roll. But, when there is, I'll be rolling. I mean, I'm high right now. We smoked before he left.
You smoke cigarettes too, or just weed?
Hell no. Ew. Cigarettes are gross. Cigarettes be killing you. Like, why you can't just stick to weed?
What you roll up with?
Papers and Fronto. Papers and, like, the backwood. It's not backwood, but it's like a Fronto leaf. Let me see if I have some. Some laying around here. Yes, I do. These are Fonto leaf and some papers. Oh, shit. Raw papers. Y'all know about that.
Okay. You rolling up good. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use like the filter at the end, or you just smoke?
Nah, I'm not good with the filter. I don't know how to roll it.
I take it all away, you know I would. That's why you lied to me, to save me from myself. You know I'm good, that's why you fight with me, to save you from yourself, cause no one else put up a fight like me.
When Now You See Me, the person was trapped inside of a cage, like pretty much up for display, like for show, and that's how I felt myself being like. And two, if you look at the music with Now You See Me, like I did more hooks and like sing-songy type stuff, and that was different for me as far as like my music is concerned. I'm more of a rapidy rapper. Like, I'm gonna take a beat and I'm gonna rap that whole shit to shreds. But with my last producer, she would tell me stuff like, it's not appealing to make music that's just raps all the way through, you know what I mean? You need to have some catchy shit, you need to have a melody, a hook, whatever. So I really tried to do that aspect with Now You See Me. And it was like out of my comfort zone, but something I was able to do, so I did it. And it's like I'm in the cage on display for everybody to see. Here's what I can do. And now you see me. Now I'm getting everybody to look at me. Now everybody's like, oh, who is this? This is what she can do. And then with Now You Don't, it's going to go back to my roots. Like,
So the friendly stay intact. Really, that's so much. Just let me rap. Listen, I just be providing in the dot. Make sure the family stay intact. And I don't really have so much.
They're missing piece to every puzzle. I'm vicious, but way too humble. I'm killing shit, but it's subtle. If anything, y'all in trouble. If I decide not to keep the peace, I find it very funny how they see me in these streets. If I had to brag, I mean, at least my shit discreet. You gon' have to bring your army out to see the hood in me. Where I'm from, we observe. We don't really like to speak. I like to let them dig their grave for me, so I know it's real. Sometimes I gotta keep my distance for the benefit of me. Along the way, my heart got broken. Keep the pieces on my sleeve as a reminder. I can't let nobody get that close to me ever again. Let me find out that you've been speaking on me. I'm at your head.
this is how I started. I started rapidy rapping, and I'm going to end rapidy rapping, like, type shit.
Man, I feel like you got a very unique voice, though, as a female artist, though.
Thank you. I try not to overdo it with the singing shit. I know I'm gonna get somewhere with it one day, but for right now, that's not my strong suit.
Doing like talent shows and performing growing up?
Not really. Mostly because I didn't have the support of my family, so it was like I would just do this shit in secret. And then when it did come to my family's attention, I really didn't have their support, so that's when I got kicked out.
Why you got kicked out?
Because my mom didn't support the dream. She didn't want me to like put my life into music. She wanted me to go to college and like study law or some other shit. And I wasn't trying to hear none of that. So
Sometimes parents just don't understand that.
and it's like with the age that we're in right now, just watching how rap has evolved and so easily to like with the use of social media and shit like that, it just makes me think like if I had that familial support with my mom and my stepdad when I needed it type shit, I feel like I would be so much farther than I am right now. But I feel like it's made me stronger type shit.
I mean, what don't kill you make you stronger, ain't it?
Word. It's made my music stronger as well. I feel like I be talking my shit in there. And like it be coming from a place like, oh, why she so angry? 'Cause I'm fucking angry. But
When you got kicked out, like, what was those emotions like, feeling abandoned?
like initially I was relieved because I always knew it was going to come to a point where I would have to leave the house, and I was already 18, so I was going to start putting plans in motion to leave. I had a job and everything, so I was already going to start putting plans in motion to, get my own apartment. But then like right after that, it was like fucking fear, because it's like, damn, I'm not really prepared for this shit. I don't got no money saved. I don't know where I'm gonna go. They're all having Laurel and my boyfriend at the time, who was the Aquarius. So it was like very frightening, and like I knew the last option was to go and beg her to stay home, because like my mom's a Caribbean parent from Trinidad, and they're like very I don't know how to describe them, but like that tough love shit is her only form of love. So I was not on the verge of, going back like, oh, can I please stay? Like, nah, I wasn't doing none of that. I was just gonna figure it out. And I feel like that's what fucked me up with like, ever reconnecting with her, because I feel like that's what she expected from me.
Wrong? You feel like you proved your mother wrong?
It was like in the back of my head, I'm like, nah, it's time for me to prove you wrong, bro. Like you would say all this shit, like I'm not gonna make it. I need you. And now it's like, no, I don't. Like you made it this way, so it's just gonna stay that way. She expected me to be pregnant, strung out on drugs. Like I've experimented, but like I said, I'm not strung out on anything. I'm not addicted to nothing besides weed. That's the only thing I say I'm addicted to. Fucking like I feel like just because I didn't go to college or go the route that she wanted me to go, I still didn't go a bad path. Like my path still isn't bad. Like it could be way worse, especially being by myself in New York City. Are you shitting me? I'm 22 and I don't have no babies. That I'm clap for myself because she ain't clapping for me type shit. She would say I'm gonna be pregnant by 18. It's just a whole bunch of shit. I feel like I definitely did prove her wrong, bro. Like look at me now type shit. But I'm still not where I want to be, so I don't know.
I know, and you got 580 streams in 5 countries too.
Enjoy it physically and emotionally screwed. It's been annoying trying to fight my tears. They been ready to flow, been holding on for dear life. I think I'm ready to go. I think I've seen it all before. I mean, fuck it, I know there's nothing you could do to me that ain't happened before. It's like the belly of the beast. This shit be getting deep, but I don't speak on it. I heard you are the company you keep. That's why I'm blunt as fuck. Always known to practice what I preach. They waiting patiently to hear me speak, but how I'm moving really is the key. Actions been louder, but I move in silence. I'm a walking paradox. They want me to kill them with kindness, kill them with the flow instead. Don't give a moment of silence, saying I ain't shit. That's a fact. If I'm being honest, I ain't shit. Yeah.
Like, what's that feeling like as well?
That feeling is amazing, because when I first started that Spotify shit, I'm like, only people that's like around me is gonna listen to me. I said 500. Fuck out of here. I was really upset. I'm like, nah, niggas is buying their streams. How the fuck you started making music after me? Your shit's at 1,000 and my shit's only at 5. So it was like a little thing like that where I was just like comparing my numbers to everybody else's. But when I sat down and reflected my numbers based on like last year's numbers, because last year I didn't have any numbers to show, it was like I am actually doing pretty good, like in comparison to myself. Like I always got to bring it back to, you're not in competition with anybody. You can only be better than the last version of yourself. So when I brought it back to that, that's when I made my post, and I was like, all right, you guys can see my little baby numbers. Like this is really what's going on over here. I got, Sweden fans type shit. But I'm grateful for it. Like, I really like the fact that my music is reaching people that I never expected it to reach, because I only expected it to reach my little inner circle. So, yeah.
That's dope, though. Man, you never can compare yourself. That means you're going to diminish everything you accomplished to do that. So,
Yeah.
you definitely can't do that. And what artists that you listen to?
Well, none right now, because the ones that I listen to aren't currently making music. Like Kendrick Lamar, I feel like I consider myself a socially conscious rapper because of him. Like I really love that he would talk about black people and like the plight of black people before it was a trend, before it was a trend to do so. Him, J. Cole, people like that. Like I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of different shit. Like right now on my playlist is Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. But my favorite artists aren't Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. My favorite artists are like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I love Rihanna. She ain't dropping nothing recently either. She's not even a rapper. So it's like I listen to a whole bunch of music.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna drop nothing soon, J. Cole, because they can't even perform right now and get that bag. So I just feel
Yeah.
like it's pointless if you're a major artist to drop an album because
Word.
you ain't gonna make no money off the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Nobody's making money right now. That's a fact. It's kind of fucking discouraging too, because it's like, what's gonna happen with the industry, like as far as streaming, not even streaming, as far as like touring and like ticket sales and shit like that. Like, where is that going? What's the direction that's headed in?
Yeah, because that's how 85% of the artists make their income is off touring. Not 85 to 90% of the artists' money come off touring, and there ain't
Yep.
no tours probably until 2 years from now, at best. Yeah, so I just feel like right now it's kind of like grind mode for artists. Like you just gotta hustle harder than you ever been right now.
Word.
And
You gotta think outside the box too, because it's like everything you want to do, everybody's trying to do it too. You gotta think like way ahead of that. Like I gotta do that times 10 type shit. So you gotta be on your shit right now.
exactly. So, what do you feel like? Also as an artist, though, what do the fans don't see behind the scenes that upcoming artists go through?
Behind the scenes, I would say fans don't see like the struggle, like certain hate comments and shit like that. I would think it's a big fancy studio, but it's really just me, my laptop, and my mic in my room with the covers over my head type shit. Like it's little things like that. Or for like photo shoots, for example, you think you're in a big studio with like a nice professional camera and all these people around you for hair and makeup, and 9 times out of 10 you put a sheet on your wall, you set the light up real pretty, and it's your phone and a timer.
Yeah, it's very expensive to be a female artist, though. Female rappers especially, because hair and makeup, it's a short window for female artists because it's so expensive for the label to invest hair,
Very
money, wigs, makeup, and etc.
Yep, just creating your brand and like trying to establish you as a marketing, something that you can market. That, yeah, for the industry standards, it's really expensive. And just doing it by yourself, like I feel like it's less expensive doing it by yourself. Honestly, it's cost effective doing it by yourself. Like figuring out the little loopholes, because you can create a studio environment within your house. They just won't tell you that. They'll tell you, paying me XYZ so we can do it for you. Yeah, I'll do it myself.
So why should a label sign you though, and fans listen to
I
you?
don't want to be signed. My goal as an artist is really to shake up the industry, because currently the way it is, it's like the only way for an artist to get any recognition is if you're signed to a major label. And that's understandable, because the major label puts all this money into you and like pushes you in people's faces. But I don't like that strategy, because the label eventually just picks trash to push in front of people's faces. So with me, like I don't want to be signed. I would love to be approached by people who want to sign me, and I would literally just be like, no. And I would like that feeling to just deny them, because it's like, you want something that I have and I'm not just going to give it to you because you want it type shit. Like you have to respect all of our crafts. You have so much deeper than just rap music. Like we can shift fucking cultures with the shit we say out of our mouths over top of a beat. Like I'm not signing that shit over to nobody. Like that shit is mine. I'm owning that. And like I feel like by going that direction, it's going to inspire other people to be like, why should I have to sign to say what I want? Like, I mean, yeah, there's money involved. You want to get paid, but like, I feel like money is going to come to good music either way. Like, if your shit's good, people are going to support good shit regardless. So it's like, with a big label or without the big label, you can still receive whatever it is you want to receive without signing or like selling out or like, because with that signing shit, you signing your soul over to the devil. You got to do all this fucking extra shit with the industry. It's like a whole bunch of extra shit behind. That's the other behind the scenes that we don't even really see. Like, the artists that's trying to get into the industry, there's so much other shit these industry people have to do to be where they are. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm not selling my soul, not with none of that shit, bro. So I'm not signing.
Why should fans listen to your music? Why should fans stream your music?
I don't know. You should support me because you want to support me, not because I'm telling you to support me, or not because a big label is telling you to support me. You should support me because you hear a song that should resonate with you when you like, oh yeah, I fuck with her. That's the vibe I'm trying to give off. It's just like, it's just, yeah, just like that. Just off the strength of what I put out, off the strength of my music. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. Because I feel like I have a style that's not going to appeal to everybody, especially once you break down and go to interviews like this and I start chatting. Like, when I start chatting, not everybody's going to really fuck with what I have to say.
Interesting. That's interesting. So I know a lot of labels do cause people to sell their soul and compromise their heart for their art. So do you believe the Illuminati's real?
Yeah, I believe in the Illuminati. I feel like they're a big hand in the music industry and a lot of industries, like media wise and like the content that we observe on a daily basis. I feel like they have a hand in a lot of that shit.
Yeah, but a lot of people say it's a secret society, but how is it a secret if everybody know about it?
I feel like it's a secret that everybody knows about but really doesn't know about, and that's what makes them so fucking, that's what makes them so powerful. It's like, you can say Illuminati this, Illuminati that, but you don't really have a face to put to Illuminati. You just know Illuminati is a thing. That makes them powerful. It's like, you don't have a face to put to them. You know they're there. You know something is something, but it's like, you can't really, oh, that specifically one thing is Illuminati. There's nothing you can do that with. It's just, fuck it. It's like you create the hype around them. You know what I mean? It's like the legend and the myth. It's like that type of thing. And it's hidden in plain sight as well.
Yeah, it is. It is. They said the Illuminati got Michael Jackson killed. You believe that?
I believe that.
And what is your reason behind that? What's your thought process?
Because I don't think he touched them little boys, number one. I feel like
I agree on that too.
Shit, yeah, I feel like all that shit was like industry shit, you know, some rituals, something he had to go through in order to be a big pop star as he was, in order to have that big title that he had type shit. And then right before he was about to die, wasn't he in them like purchasing some big network or some shit like that? I don't know if it was him or Bill Cosby. Somebody was purchasing networks. And it's like, every time they see people of color doing things like that, like about to make a stride towards bettering their community, towards bettering black people, that's when you see they're dead. Like, all of a sudden they did. How? Like, nah, that's some conspiracy shit. Y'all planned that type shit.
I agree, because I believe that was Bill Cosby. He was trying to purchase CBS.
He was set to buy Sony. Word, he was about to buy something.
Yeah, and he purchased the Beatles catalog, Michael Jackson.
Word, he owned all their fucking music. That's a fact.
For like $70 million, their whole catalog.
Wow.
So I just feel like they try to make this narrative up. They actually had one guy who came out and said he was paid to lie. They tried to get him to lie on the stand, and they tried to pay him $100,000 to say he touched me. But the kid,
yeah, that was that little white boy, and then he came back. Then he come back around and said that he said all that shit was a lie. Word,
he did.
Fact. And then the other little kid, Macaulay Culkin or something like that, he said that dude ain't ever touch him, and it's like, I don't know. There's all the stories coming out about him. They only waited till he died, number one. Yeah, they always wait till they're dead, like, so they can't defend themselves, and they just fucking tarnish their legacy.
Yeah, they always try to tarnish the black man legacy, like with the Bill Cosby situation with all the women. But they wait till the man is old and senile, and the man is on his last leg.
Literally, he already accomplished everything there was for him to accomplish, and then they came out with this bullshit. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, man. I believe it's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of hogwash, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The man is
Yep.
a billionaire and he's in jail. But
How?
Hugh Hefner did the same thing Bill Cosby did. But nobody talk about that because he's white.
Exactly.
You believe about the Michael Jackson Never Neverland rant, like the documentary that they were saying he was touching little boy booty holes and shit?
I mean, I never seen that documentary, but I don't believe anything about that. Like anything they're talking about where he was touching little boys and doing all this extra perverse shit, I don't believe that. Like, it's not. I just don't believe it.
What about the surviving R. Kelly situation?
Now that's debatable, and the only reason I'm gonna say that's debatable is because, like, with the documentary itself, you can see certain parts they purposely put in to, like, manipulate your emotions. Cause, like, I'm not a movie director or anything like that, but I understand as far as putting pieces together, there's certain scenes they put in there to invoke a reaction out of the audience. So I would say there's certain things I feel like they set up to invoke a reaction out of us, but, like, I don't know. That's a tough one. I was never an R. Kelly listener like that. I mean, I know he's big for the culture and shit like that, but I don't know. That one, I don't know. I don't know if he did it or not. That one's too tricky. Like, the girls look too believable, and then it's just another black man facing this shit. It's like I'm torn between the two. Like, I don't even fucking know. And it's like, it's black girls this time. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. I don't know.
There was no white women I seen, but it's kind of funny to me. They say he was this monster, but everybody was running to him for hits in the 90s, in the early 2000s, when their records wasn't selling well. But now you want to tarnish his legacy. I just find it quite odd. Yeah,
the timing of it. It's always the timing. Word.
Exactly. I feel like they feared a black man with success and money.
A smart black man with success and money, they can retain that and like carry that down for generations, and like generational wealth type shit. They don't want that. They don't want us to hand these lessons down and like fucking foster a new era of thinking. They want us to stay stuck stagnant. And like the ones who are up there, let them be up there, and the ones who are down there, we just stay down there. That's how they want this shit to be. And it's not gonna be like that for long. Because there's too many of us that's down here that's waking up.
Yeah, they fear generational wealth. Because generational wealth can set black folk free. It's a difference between being rich and wealthy. Rich, you can blow that in the summertime. Wealth is for generations. It's families and families upon families. Like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. Those people have wealth.
Word.
You know, I feel like that's what's missing in the community right now.
Word. We got to figure out ways of, like, really growing generational wealth within our own homes and communities. That's a fact.
How you feel about the stimulus check? You know, Trump was saying there ain't enough money. The $600.
The stimmy. I feel like I'm gonna just take it because that's all you given. I'm not in no position to come in there and hold a gun to your head and tell you to give me more. Because if I was in a position to do that, I would do that. But if you just gonna give me 600, I'm gonna find the best, most smartest solution for me to make that 600 work the fuck for me. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna sit here, cry, bitch, and moan, and I wish it was more. I can do something with 600. I've done something with nothing, bro. Like, I can do something with 600. So I'm grateful. I'm gonna be like, yeah, give me that, and we're gonna figure it out. Thank you.
Well, they ain't reached a term yet because he's fighting to get 2,000 though. But
Trump. Yeah, Trump fighting for the 2,000. If that works, then fuck yeah.
How much do you feel like we should get if you had to give it out?
I feel like we should get the 2,000. I feel like Trump is right. Like, I feel like Trump should have been president, honestly, but I feel like me going into more detail about that topic is gonna lose me fans and followers, so I ain't even gonna go all the way in there.
No. No judgment-free zone. Why do you feel like Trump should be president? I want to hear your hypothesis.
I feel like Trump should have been president or should have remained in office because, like, regardless to everything, like, they try to paint him as a racist, a bigot, all this extra shit. They try to paint him. He is one. You feel me? Regardless of all that, he's to our face with it. You know what I mean? We can handle a person that's to our face with their racism. Biden, on the other hand, he's claiming to be for us, but you don't know what the fuck he's really for. He could be saying all this nice shit, but in the background be on some Trump shit. I can't deal with a nigga that I don't know. You feel me? I can't deal with somebody I don't know if you really for me, if you against me. With Trump, I know he don't really give a fuck about us, but he give a fuck about the money. I can trust. I can trust that, like, to a degree. Like, I know you want to do right for the economy, for my pockets, for my money. You don't necessarily got to give a fuck about the color of my skin, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't really give a fuck about the color of my skin. They're going to tell me to my face that they do, but in hindsight, they don't. And that's the vibe I feel from Biden. So, like, as soon as he said that dumbass shit, if you black, you gonna vote for me, or whatever the fuck he said.
He said, if you're not black, if you don't vote for me. That's what he said.
Yes, as soon as he said that dumb shit, that should have been the fucking red flag for niggas already. That doesn't define my blackness, you feel me? So it's like, that whole shit made me look at him funny. And then too, seeing all the celebrities that's endorsing him, like the way they were endorsing him, they kind of sexualized his campaign. There's a lot of little things that was in Biden's campaign that was just like, why the fuck is this here type shit? Like, why is Cardi B your biggest mascot? Like, I just didn't understand certain things. And then when you break it back down to where you have to understand it, is because they're programming you. Sex sells. Like, niggas voted for Biden because Cardi B's ass was attached to it, low key, like subliminally attached to it. You know what I mean? It's like little shit like that. Like, I don't know. Trump should have stayed president because he didn't give a fuck about that extra shit. He just gave a fuck about the money. And clearly America just gives a fuck about the money because we over here bitching and moaning about 600 or 2,000.
Well, it's kind of funny, though, when people mention this, people fail to realize there's a lot of ignorant motherfuckers realize that Biden is a sneaky racist. He's a sneaky racist.
Thank you. They just because he was fucking Barack's vice president means fucking nothing. It don't mean shit.
And he's an idiot.
Literally.
I think the man has borderline reincarnation or something, or incompetence. Because do you hear the sexual assault cases that he has against him?
Nah, I ain't peep.
Yeah, he does have sexual assault cases pending against him, and his son is a crackhead.
Wow, that's our new president. I would have been good with Trump. I mean, y'all could have just kept that pussy grabber right there. He already made it there. I feel like our whole country is just gonna be shit after all this shit is said and done. Like,
put away mad. Yeah, and Kamala Harris, the vice president, put more black people in prison in California. She put over 1,500 black men.
Wow. Yeah. But this is your hero, huh?
And they're trying to take away guns and take the gun laws.
They're trying to take away any means for us to protect ourselves because they know shit's about to hit the fucking fan. That's why we gotta educate ourselves. That's why we really gotta step our shit up and be on some ready to fight type shit, because it's gonna come to that.
Absolutely though. And and Biden didn't say all. And then he said some shit like, I like when kids touching my leg in the swimming pool. That went viral. Yeah.
Oh fuck no. That's that Pizzagate pedophilia shit. That's
you know about that too, the Pizzagate shit?
Yup.
With Tom Hanks and all that?
Yup.
And Jim Carrey?
All of them nasty ass children touching motherfuckers. They got symbols for that shit and everything. I'd be like, every time they talk about like pizza in a movie, it's like subliminally about shit like that, bro.
How did you figure that out though? Whoa, explain something to me. Drop some gems on me.
Like, these aren't my gems. These are gems I picked up along the way. But like, there's this group called Anonymous. I'm sure you've heard of them, but they have this video up called, I don't remember what it's called. They have a video where they talk about all the symbolism and shit that's like being shown in movies and in signs and like TV shows that we kind of like overlook because we see it so much. Like, there's this one symbol, it's like a circle, but it's like circles within a circle. And that symbol itself means I like little boys or some shit like that. And it's like, you would see that in a movie, not think nothing of it. But when you know what that symbol means and seeing it in context as like where the characters are placed or what the fuck they're talking about, then it starts to connect different. And you'd be like, why the fuck did they put that in this movie type shit? Why is that there? I've noticed so much since I started doing like studies on symbolism. I've noticed so many movies doing the eye shit, the like that all that shit, some demonic shit, the 666 symbolism, like the certain hand gestures these people be using even in their lives, like Instagram lives and shit like that. Like, if you pay attention to these celebrities, when they talk with their hands and they do certain hand gestures, it's like they're mind controlling you. MK Ultra, all that shit is like they're programming you to believe what they're saying, accept what they're saying, etc., etc.
Yeah, I do believe that. I also heard that Bill Clinton was there at the Pizzagate scandal, and this picture on record, and Bill Gates was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I believe it. I fucking believe all of them is involved in shit like that. You know why? Because there's another thing in the industry that they fucking do, another drug, because we're talking about drugs, but this is their drug. Only the elites can have this. It's called adrenochrome. You heard of that?
I ain't heard about that. What is that?
Huh? That's something you gotta look into. Adrenochrome is like a chemical that we naturally produce in our bodies when we're scared. It's some sort of strong chemical that's produced when we're scared. But when in a child, like that chemical is times infinity. It's a bigger amount of energy or something like that. It's a bigger release of the adrenochrome. So what they do is, especially with all these kids that go missing, they take these kids, they sex traffic them and all that other shit so they can pump adrenochrome out of them. And what adrenochrome does is it's blood pretty much pumped out of the child, and you stick it into yourself. And it fucking, all these celebrities that look too young to be real, bro, they be pumping themselves with adrenochrome to make their skin smooth and shit like that. Like, it's crazy. It's sick. It's like they really thrive off of mutilating and abusing and just fucking up children. And it's a whole cult of them. The whole industry does this shit. Music, sports, weather, news, all of them do this shit so they can have that glow on TV, so they look younger than they really are. Like, especially these actors, J-Lo, fucking all of them do this shit. Adrenochrome, Google it.
I'm gonna look this up after this. And I also seen something where now they got a device where they're trying to put you can age quicker. Like they got a machine where you can age like younger now. I seen.
Oh wow, age backwards.
Age backwards.
I believe it with that Botox and bullshit. All that extra shit they be doing, sticking collagen in your face from your ass. Like why? Like why you don't just leave my ass fat where it is? Why?
Would you get surgery done to your body?
Hell no. Nah. I mean, I do want a fat butt, but I feel like I could do that like with squats and shit. And if I can't, then it's not meant for me. Like.
What's your thoughts on females like in Atlanta going to Dr. Miami or going to these other places?
I feel like they do that because of society and how society puts a pressure on women having big boobs and big butts and having the like hourglass figure to be attractive. I feel like they're just mind controlled and brainwashed into believing that's what they need to do in order to be pretty. When 9 times out of 10 they be looking perfect the way they fucking were in the first place. Like, why did you do that to yourself? You seen Summer Walker, bro? She was mad pretty when she first came out. I don't know what the fuck she looked like right now, but she looked like a mannequin. Her nose mad pointy and shit. And they always do this same fucking plastic surgery trying to look like the Kim Kardashians or some shit. Mind you, Kim Kardashian is trying to look like us with the fucking lip filters, but we trying to look like them. We got Kylie Jenner, yes, all of them. I don't know. They all the same. You know, the fucking eye chinky shit they be doing, making their eyes go like this. And their cheekbones be all the way up here. They lips be, that's the new face all these bitches be doing.
Yeah, see that with Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was a very beautiful woman.
Yo, but she was dumb pretty. These bitches be dumb cute. And they go in, get that needle inside of them, and come out looking like, what the fuck? Why did you do that? Fight me right now.
I agree. And it's fucking up the culture for society. But how do
it's fucking up everything. These young girls growing up, they be like 11, 12, looking like they grown as fuck. Like,
what's the reason behind it?
Huh?
Why you think like 11-year-old girl has her body look like a 25-year-old? What's the reason behind it, you think? The
reason is the same reason that women are getting their body fucked with now, is society putting that pressure, adding that pressure. I don't know why it's on little girls like this. Honestly, I feel like it's a over-sexualization of women in general. But like young girls feel the need to want to look older. Like when I was younger, I always wanted to look older. So it's like, it's just something that's going to happen continuously with the ages. I feel like that's never going to change. It's never going to go out of style where young girls want to look more mature, more adultish. But it's now the way that we view that maturity or adulthood is super sexual. Like the only way to achieve looking adult is half naked with big boobs and ass. And you can be a mature person without, all of that. But subconscious programming, exactly. We're subconsciously programmed to believe that's the norm and that's what it's supposed to be.
Now, a lot of people say it's the chicken that make the girl with bigger thighs, 13 or 14.
Chicken. LOL. I mean, I believe it's like hormones in fast food. Definitely, we gotta really pay attention to what we put into our bodies. Like, these fast food companies don't give a fuck about us. They want us to be fat, overweight, have heart problems, heart diseases, et cetera, because they're part of a bigger conglomerate that wants to depopulate all of us. But yeah, I believe it's hormones in the food and the fast foods. It's like, if you're not cooking everything yourself or like paying attention to what's being cooked in your food, then 9 times out of 10, you're getting some extra shit in there that you didn't want, like some extra additive that's not supposed to be in your body.
Do you believe organic food is more healthier?
I don't even know, because organic food comes from the same place regular food comes from, and they all come from the big conglomerate that wants us to die. So organic food's probably worse for you because they put this high price tag on it telling you that it's healthier, but they probably added some shit in there I feel like if you don't have your own farm and you're not growing your own shit, you gotta be super skeptical of the shit that you eat. And I know that's a fucked up way to put it, but that's really the reality. Because I went to the store, bro, to buy some fucking watermelon. I got this watermelon and the watermelon had no fucking seeds in it. Where do you see watermelon with no seeds, bro?
Out of a laboratory.
Literally. So it's like I can't even trust this shit at the store. I really gotta grow everything myself. Like,
no, man, you gotta be a goddamn farmer and hunter and shit like that.
Right, we gotta go all the way back to olden times, hunting and gathering, like fishing in the water for yourself. And that might even be fucked up because they putting extra shit in the water. Yo, this whole shit, I don't even know what it is anymore. I don't even understand what we're doing.
Yeah, right now we're in a very difficult time. Also during the pandemic, what did it reveal to you? Like, the pandemic, did it help you create better music as an artist? Like, did it reveal like your real friends like during this time period? Like, what did it reveal to you?
It definitely did reveal my real friends. It showed me who's really here for the long run and who's just here when it's good times and fun in the sun type shit. It also revealed like how much shit I'm willing to take from people, because during the pandemic it was high stress, high tension as far as like trying to keep sanity, trying to make sure I'm not depressed, I'm not, fucking falling off the edge. So it's like, it was a lot of shit I just wasn't standing for, because it's like, it's either my sanity or you. And I'm choosing my sanity every time. So it's like a lot of shit got thrown out the window, a lot of shit got cut. Like, I wasn't putting up with a lot of BS. I get to what really is me, Oni Sensei. Like, fuck everybody else. Sorry, but that's what it came down to. It's like, fuck everybody. What does Onika want? Because the world's going to shit and nobody's looking out for you. You gotta look out for you.
Right. And if you could rule the world, what would you change?
I would change the need for money, need for a paper currency. Like, we don't need that shit. All that does is separates us for like by classes and shit like that. If I rule the world, that's what I would do. Also, what I would do is get rid of the Illuminati and fucking the music industry, and yeah, that's it. That's that, extra side shit that I would do, like, after I fix the money shit.
I read this tweet and it said that a lot of people want the same jewelry, same cars, and all that stuff is depreciating value, and a lot of people can't think for themselves. But how you feel about that?
I agree. Everybody wants the same things because we see the celebrities with it. We see a celebrity with a big chain, so we think in order to show that we're on or show that we're the next big rapper, we got to go buy a big chain. Like, it's all what we see and feel gives us status. Like, having a big chain probably make you feel like you a big ass rapper like Lil Wayne, and you just a rapper in your basement. So it's like, it's all perception. It's all how you feel people see you when you get certain things. It's not even how they really see you. It's like how you feel people see you. And that's the mind fuck. Because it's like people probably not even seeing you how you think they see you. They seeing you like a goofball, a clown, etc., etc. It's bullshit. It's like, it's literally bullshit. It's just meant to fucking keep you stagnant and stuck. Put your money into bullshit that's not helping you grow, helping your mind elevate, all that other shit. Money is literally the root of evil. Literally.
Yeah, it's crazy what people would do for money though.
Anything.
The length and ends they would do for it. But do you have sex to your own music?
Not on purpose. Like if it I don't know. If it comes on, I wouldn't stop it. But nah, I haven't unpurposely put on my music to have sex to. Nah.
Not on purpose. What that mean?
Like if it's in a playlist, because what I do is I do put my own music in like playlists with regular people music. So like if we fucking and we in one of those playlists that has my music in it too, I'm not gonna skip the song or nothing. You just gonna have to fuck me to my voice, and that would be pretty fire, honestly. You giving me ideas for my dude? I'm gonna tell him.
Are you gonna like keep it on repeat, or you just like sing along with it?
It depends on what song. I don't even know if I have a sex song. Do I have a sex song? Probably Sober Up, because I was talking my shit in Sober Up. Ooh, I'm lying. I have a sex song. It's called Oh Boy. You want to hear it? It's already dropped and everything. It's to a beat you probably know, too.
Sure, play it. Let everybody hear it.
I'm about to play it. It's fire.
Let your boy hear it. Oh, boy.
Can you hear it?
Oh, we use the cam beat.
Huh?
They use the Cameron beat, huh?
Yep. When you stuff it in, moaning out, boy. When I'm coming like the record did, I think you broke the record, so the biggest dick I had in here. Yeah. That you ain't big enough to please me. I got the remedy to ease. Just you feel when you need me, no holding back. You coming, I'm coming back. Keep calling this pussy fat. Keep stroking me from the back. Got me walking around different. I'm bopping. What's up with that? Who calling? In the morning, let me get lost in that head of yours. Slick tongue, come and tell me more, baby. I'm liking the way you talking real nasty all in my ear while you digging up in my stomach. But the way my mouth watering, I'm about ready to suck it, oh boy. Tell you I love it if you see me with the, you didn't.
Bro, I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
Thank you.
Are you sexual in your in real life like you was in your music?
In my music, am I like that? Yeah, I feel like everything in my music is exactly how I am in real life, like when I'm in the mood. But I'm not like a super sexual person. Like it takes, I'm not gonna say it takes a lot, but like I really have to have a connection with you for me to be like horny 24/7 type shit. Like I'm more mentally stimulated than sexually aroused, I guess, if that makes sense. So there's a name for that, a person that's like turned on like with mental shit. I just don't know what it's called.
How can a guy stimulate your mind?
Like I don't know. Like if we vibe, we vibe. I don't know how to explain it, but like I don't know how to explain it. You gotta just be able to stimulate my brain, like make me think of different things than I normally think of, or like give me a window into your brain, or like how you think, and like if it makes sense to me or like intrigues me. I don't know how to describe it, but it's all mental. It's got to be a mental thing.
Mental, yeah. That's how you stimulate a woman's mind, right there, fellas. Mentally.
That's how you stimulate my mind. How you stimulate me? How you get my pussy wet?
You gotta stimulate that mind first, and then to get it wet,
Yep.
right?
Yep, pretty much.
So how you came up with the "She's a Bitch" freestyle? Like, what made you go with that beat though?
Listen. So I was doing a little segment on my Instagram. That's how I chose the beats. There's a whole segment where I did like old school beats. That's why you keep the camera on beat too. I think there's like 10 tracks like that on my Instagram page. So the segment was called Sensei Sundays.
Yeah.
And I was just doing that as like just to keep consistency with my page type shit. Like
feeling, yeah.
Like, you know, make sure I drop the post every week or something like that. And also keep consistency with my rapping is a way for me to write a verse every week.
They keep telling me to breathe. They keep telling me to breathe.
And like have something to put it towards, you know, creatively. So that's where those came about.
Excitement got me ready to pop. Fuck if they ready or not. I give it all that I got. I'm just another 90s baby wishing this era ain't stop. Hold up. Down, huh? Fuck if they ready or not. I give it all that I got. I'm just another 90s baby wishing this era ain't stop. Hold up.
And She's a Bitch. I wrote that one about, what did I write that one about?
A bitch been feeling litty now. Keep up with me how running game like it's a sport. Got everybody pissing.
I don't know.
Mouth, I be talking on my shit to flush them out. Something about the way I spit got everybody sick. Nasty little bitch, I never choke unless I'm sucking dick. I'm not your.
I was just talking my shit after like a period of not dropping any music. I just came back out with She's a Bitch, and I was just like, yeah, I'm back now. And
Go to alter my approach just for the fuck of it. You ain't like me, then you gon' hate me when I'm done with it. So
the video I did for it was along those lines as well, because I was like shaking my ass and shit.
I be off the dome, he like my tongue and what I does with it. Never know how I'm coming, just know I be coming with it.
And I don't normally drop videos like that, so it's like, yeah, I'm back and I'm better now. Like, I'm back and here's my ass now.
If you want smoke, I got plenty, baby, come and get it. But you won't forget it when I finish. It's your favorite demon. I be killing shit, and they love me cause they know I mean it. When I told my shit, I bring it right back.
I'm back and I'm showing my ass.
Let me get a like if you like that. I've been out the way for quite some time. Pass the mic back.
Type shit. That's where that song came from.
Did you get a lot of guys in your DMs after you post that video?
LOL, yes. Anytime I post some sort of anything racy, like with the video or the picture content, like my promotions, my promotions are pretty sexual, I guess, because I know that sex sells.
Baby, come and get it. But you won't forget it when I finish. It's your favorite demon.
And I'm usually prepared for it. You know, I feel like my campaign has been run successfully after I get a couple DMs. I'll be like, all right, cool. So this is what's going to make you guys look and tap in.
These niggas stole their souls just supposed to keep a sidetrack. Tighten up, baby, don't get.
So this is what I'm going to keep, you know, pushing forward. You know, as long as it doesn't, you know, fuck with my overall brand or anything like that.
I feel like she lying too, but I don't know, man. I think she lied in my opinion because she said she got shot and then got back in the car with him.
Word, like how you gonna get, and then you know what else too was suspicious, bro? Because when you get shot, any rapper I know in the history of rapping that gets shot come out with a diss track right the fuck after. I don't give a fuck if you a male or a female. If you get shot and you know who shot you, you coming out with a diss track. This motherfucker shot me, blah, blah, blah. She came out with WAP after that. WAP, wet ass pussy, was her fucking return response after getting shot in the foot. Are you shitting me? And you supposedly know who shot you? I don't believe you. That's why.
He did it, called him out. So how you felt about that?
You said when she did what?
She got on Instagram Live and called him out saying, you shot me, you the one pointing.
Yeah, and you know what's funny about that too? Because behind the scenes on that, she did that on his birthday. We wouldn't know that it was his birthday until he told us that in his album that just dropped where he broke everything down. She did that on purpose. There's more.
I feel like they both lying because they both trying to use it to sell records and get a
word. I mean, I feel like with Tory though, I feel like he has to use it to sell records because his shit is going down. Like the picture they try and paint of him is pretty much the same picture they painted of Chris Brown with the Rihanna shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love Rihanna, and since that Chris Brown shit happened, I kind of fell off of Chris Brown a lot. Like, I don't really vibe with him type shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the same thing they try to do with this Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shit. Make everybody love Megan Thee Stallion, and then like fall the fuck off of Tory, make him have to do some road to redemption type shit. But he was smart in the sense that he took this valuable opportunity this time because it's only a short space of time niggas is going to sit here and listen to your side. You feel me? He was smart. He took this time where niggas was listening, wanting to know what the fuck happened, made an album out of it so that it'll give him money on the back end, let niggas know his side of the story as well. And yeah, I feel like that was smart. I feel like he was smart.
Do you feel like that's kind of bad that Chris Brown still getting jailed for something he did when he was like 19 or 20 and now he's 30?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of bad because even now when I talk about him, like I be like, I used to love Chris Brown until he beat Rihanna, and it's like I don't give him any type of no respect after that. Like, I mean, he's a cool singer, whatever, but I feel like he lost a lot of core fans because that's just something you can't get over. Like, you a woman beater, that's like a stigma attached to that, you know what I mean? That's a whole stigma. That's something you gotta really shake the fuck off. And then when he got with Karuchi, it looked like, oh, he about to beat her ass too. So it was just, I don't know.
Do you feel like Tory can come back from this?
Yeah, I feel like he can. I definitely feel like he can.
So which one is worse, the Chris Brown situation or this right here?
I feel like this one would be worse in the sense that I feel like the both of them are manipulating us. Like, I feel like with Megan Thee Stallion, especially when she threw in protect Black women and Black women are at least protected, it's like adding more layers to a situation that doesn't really need to be added on. Like, it was a dispute between you and Tory, if it even was that, you feel me? But for you to add, oh, the plight of the Black woman onto that, it's going to get a response from the Black woman to make us, you know, feel a way towards Tory. And I feel like there's a lot of little things like that that's being thrown in there to really manipulate our brains and make us think one way when we should be thinking the other way.
Who the first, like, I know you've seen the Cryberry channel, back to that. Which person probably was your favorite? Because you seen Mulatto, you seen Jada, baby mama did it.
Yeah, I seen everybody's. I'm gonna say my favorite is Mulatto, only because I'm biased. I like Miss Mulatto. Like, I think she's dope. I was following her since the little rap game shit with Jermaine Dupri, and I'm like, yes, look at you glow and come up. Even though you're overly sexualized as fuck, I still fuck with you.
Can we see a Crybaby challenge from you in the future?
From me, nah. But I have a friend who bodied that shit. I'm gonna put that shit in my story. Like, she gonna be in my music videos. When it comes to twerking and shit, when I make my music videos and I need a fat ass, she gonna be in there. Her name is Speaking of Lily on Instagram. And y'all gonna find her. I'm gonna put her in my story. Yeah. She did the Crybaby challenge and she bodied that shit. Like, she did it better than everybody. And she's a regular person. Word.
That's dope right there. And you see that a lot though. And then you said one of your songs, you said in 15 minutes. Like, why you made it 15 minutes?
So 15 minutes is about, like, you know, you get the 15 minutes of fame type shit once you blow up, supposedly. There's that 15-minute window where you're just popping and you're all everybody talks about. So for me, that 15 minutes is like something I want to surpass. Like, I want to be past that for 15 minutes. I want an hour, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I want 24 hours type shit. Like, I do this shit for the funds and the fun of it. The minute it don't feel the same, I'll be done with it. That's the hook.
I do this shit for the funds and the fun of it. The minute it don't feel the same, I be done with it. And if a nigga feel away, put a slug in him. I really ain't a killer, but I know that's why they want me here.
It's like this rap shit. I do this shit for the fun of it, more so than the funds of it. You know, I do it more for the fun than for the money. The money is like a secondary type thing. So that's why I said the fun second in the verse. But like, it's just 15 minutes it's just not gonna cut it for me. Like, 15 minutes of fame, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for like a legendary effect. Like, I want to leave a long lasting fucking impact on the entire industry. I want to leave something that's not gonna just disappear or, like, you know, fade into oblivion type shit.
You also said in the get a line there, you said I'm not bad, I'm toxic. You said I'm not toxic, I'm bad. What you meant by that?
I come around, ain't it ironic? I ain't bad, I'm just toxic. I'm a motherfucking problem, that's what I'm without the violence.
So pretty much with that, it's like, you know how they be like, you a bad bitch or whatever, and it's like, I'm not bad bitch in the sense of like physical appearance or whatever, but like the new bad bitch is the toxic bitch, the bitch who has problems or whatever, and I feel like I fall in that category. It's not on purpose. It's just like literally things that I've grown up with, like my abandonment issues and shit like that, that I call to, like, I bring that shit to light to let you know this is what you're fucking with when you fuck with me, and this is what I'm working on while you're fucking with me type shit. So it's like not no, oh, I'm gonna just come out the blue and be crazy. Like, nah, this is really how I am. There's certain things that you're gonna have to tiptoe around because it's a trigger for me type shit. And I feel like I'm very open as far as things that trigger me in my music and in like relationships that I deal with. Like, I feel like that's the first step to building anything honest with my fans and with relationships that I'm building, is to let you know who you're dealing with first and foremost. And that's what you're dealing with. toxic, I guess, is the best way I could put it in a song to make it rhyme and shit.
Me told some shit, I got him. Come find out if I'm about it. I've been in these niggas' noggins the minute I started dropping. Black pussy supremacy. My day ones know all about it.
What make you so toxic?
Just how I grew up and like just, you know, being misunderstood with my family, being on the road for so long, like missing them and like having no way of reaching them, like with my mom, falling out with my mom, not knowing my dad. There's a lot of little things that I consider toxic, like my daddy issues. Like there's a lot of little things I feel like can be considered toxic if applied.
Issues. How do you deal with the daddy issues growing up? Like, what was that like having those abandonment issues as a little girl?
I feel like with the daddy issues, those manifested in the dudes I ended up dating. Like the things I would look for from a dude, like, you know, the whole take care of me or baby me type mentality, which I've quickly grown out of now that I'm, you know, grown and shit. But oh shit, my shit's dying. It's at 3%. But anyways, like that was like the biggest daddy issue. And as far as abandonment issues, I feel the need to always leave the person or the group or the area before that thing decides to leave me. And that's with everything, even down to musical collaborations. Like I fell out with my producer type shit over that abandonment issue. Like I didn't want her to have other artists but me. Like I'm supposed to be your only artist type shit. So when I found out she had other artists, it was like, all right, peace, I'm leaving before you up and decide you want them over me type shit. So it's like little things like that. I find I be hindering myself a lot when I do shit like that. And it's just self-reflection helps me, you know, recognize when I'm self-sabotaging and when it's like really benefiting me. It's just working shit out like that. Yeah.
What is your most toxic trait right now as of the date?
As of today, feeling like I know everything. I feel like I know everything. Like, I feel like I feel the vibes of everything. I know everything. You can't tell me that I don't know something. I know it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like I know everything. Like, I know when somebody's lying to me. I know when somebody's talking shit about me. My toxic trait is I just know. I know already, so you can't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit.
So how do you bring that to your relationship, though? Like, how all that toxicness infiltrates your relationship, though? Like,
so in my relationship, I'm really lucky to have somebody who understands, like, there are going to be moments where I'm, like, snapping at you and it has nothing to do with you type shit. Like, it's just something that's going on with me that day or in that moment in time. So with my relationship, what I like to do is I like to write. I write a lot. So if I don't know how to express myself to my significant other, I'll write them a letter and like really detail that whole letter out exactly how I feel about a situation. Like if there's a heavy topic we have to talk about and I can't really formulate the words, you're going to get a letter or a song or a verse. You're going to get something other than me speaking to you. You're going to get it some way. And I'm going to make sure you understand it, because I'm not going to say I'm hard to understand, but it's going to take a little bit of something to understand me, because I be coming weird sometimes. I was just reading, they said toxicity creates great stories and betters the quality of music, being able to express pain. I agree, like being able to call out your flaws helps other people connect to you better, or connect to the music. It's like, oh, you do that, I do that too, type shit.
You feel like you made the best music while you was in drugs or in toxic relationships?
Nah, I feel like I make the best music when I'm sad, though. Like when my emotions are too much for me to handle. That's when the best writing comes out of us. Like when I'm on the verge of tears or like punching a hole in the wall. Like, yeah.
Do you seek therapy for all these emotions bottled up?
Currently, I'm not seeking nobody to shrink my brain. I do it myself.
It could be healing though, don't you think?
Yeah, but that shit's expensive. I don't got money for that.
Yeah, it's very expensive though. That's very pricey.
Word, they charge you like $1,000 for an hour session. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I could just do this. We could just hop on live and I'm going to just tell the world my problems. This is free.
Yeah, or you come on my platform and talk about it in my interview or whatever for free.
Word. This is a really good interview, by the way.
Hey, well,
He said let him know about Black Pussy Supremacy. That was my first project ever.
Black pussy supremacy. My day ones know all about it.
Is that on Spotify?
No, that shit's not even on SoundCloud no more. It's on my website though, in the archives. That's funny as shit.
Definitely gotta check that out though, man. Holy
Word.
shit.
That shit was fire. It's 3 songs long. I dropped it when I turned 19.
Black. What is the reason behind Black Pussy Supremacy? What does that mean?
So the title of that EP is mostly just because all the 3 songs is named that. Like the first song's called Black.
Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be.
The juice, the deeper the roots, I mean. You water the seeds and wait for the fruit, I mean.
Strange.
The culture too important. While we got these culture vultures grabbing shit right off our porches, forcing like this shit ain't cost us more than you can afford. And losses how we ghetto, but they gorgeous. How it's trendy on a runway or a white girl, what you call it?
Second song is called Pussy.
Hell of a vibe. Pussy is power. Beautiful mind. Beautiful mind. Hell of a vibe. Pussy is power. Beautiful mind. She always smiling when been in that head for a while. Open the book, run my fingers through her pages and find that she's a mess. Getting deeper in the depths, visualize her inside while she's coming down, telling you the truth, not what you wanna hear.
And the third song is called Supremacy.
For real, for real. I'm just trying to be supreme and shit. Like, fuck y'all hating for, like. If y'all niggas had told me this shit was easy for me, I tell you this shit come naturally. Maybe it's made for me, or maybe she slaved for it, or maybe she paid for it. This shit cost me my family, my nigga, I paid for it.
And you put it all together as Black Pussy Supremacy.
Black pussy supremacy, they got my name in their mouth. Black pussy supremacy, you ain't gon' leave here with doubts of anything concerning me. You gon' believe in this dream. Just look and you see I got all of the potential I need. It's easy to see I'm destined to be fucking supreme.
I wrote that like in high school while I was dating the Aquarius. It was just, I don't know what made me come up with that whole project. It was just something to create, and I loved it. So I sound dumb young on there.
That's a very interesting title right there.
Word.
That's an interesting title though. You believe pretty girl privilege is a thing? Exists?
Pretty girl privilege?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like pretty girls get away with a lot of shit, or can get away with a lot more things than like average or regular looking girls can get away with.
And you
Like,
explain some of
yeah, I think it's a thing like that. Pretty girl
some things you got away with.
You think I'm pretty? That's cute. I like how you threw that in there. Some things I got away with. I don't know, like not having to pay for weed all the time. Like sessions, I wouldn't really have to pay for studio sessions either. Beats, like little things like that. Like I don't have to pay for a lot of shit just because I look all right.
And that's currently right now.
Yeah, that's currently right now.
So
Like I'm talking to some, huh?
My bad, what you were saying? Come on, folks. I think we lost her. Oh, man. Yeah, folks. I think we lost it, bro. But it was a very good interview. I enjoyed it. If y'all guys enjoyed it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, guys. Fuck with it.
Pull up with the gang, it's a scene. Won't be seen without my niggas. If you call me out in public by my dolly, then you lacking. If you look behind me closer, you gon' peep. I'm never lonely. Whole city on my back. I ain't even make it back yet. When I